everybody. Today I'm going to talk about a movie I watched just recently called Awake. I think it was made a couple of years ago. So I'm going to give you the spoiler alert because I'm going to tell you about the movie. Alright, so it starts off with a mother who's going to... she works in a VA hospital and she's stealing drugs so she can make money on the side. Anyway, so she goes to pick up her kids, and as she's driving away with her kids, so she lost custody of her kids, and so the kids live with her mother. So she picked them up for the weekend or for the night or something, and as they were driving to her apartment, some type of atmospheric EMP blast happened. Wiped out, what an EMP would do, wiped out all the computer systems. They lost power, they lost electricity, they lost pretty much a lot of stuff. A lot of the cars were knocked out because the computer systems were fried. And then so they kind of try to keep going. Well, so after a while, people are realizing that they are unable to go to sleep, except for her daughter. Now, what happened is that as they were driving and the EMP hit, they got T-boned by a car, knocked into a lake, and the daughter drowned, and the sheriff resuscitated her and brought her back to life, and the movie continued. So later on, a couple of days later, they're realizing that she's the only one that's able to fall asleep. So the local army psychiatrist had set up a hub with the military to try to figure out how to fix this problem about people being not being able to fall asleep. So they're gonna bring the daughter there anyway. So it's all chaos. Everybody's, eventually people start going crazy because they can't sleep. They start hallucinating. And so as they're at the army hub there trying to figure out what's going on, the soldiers just start hallucinating and start shooting each other. And as they're doing that, the mother and daughter are separated from the son. The son, who was older, they finally come across him, and he's on his knees messing with some high-powered cables that he thinks is a fish that that he caught, and he's gutting the fish. Well, eventually he gets shocked and he gets knocked out. So the mother and the daughter grab the defibrillator, and they pump him up, they shock him a few times, and he comes back. And turns out that he was able to fall asleep. So now it's the mother and it's the son and the daughter who's probably like 9, and the mother. Well, they're worried about the mother because she still can't sleep. So the 9-year-old daughter figures out something that's going on. So what they do is they take the mother back to the lake where the daughter drowned and put her underwater and basically drown her. And once they drown her, they pull her out and they resuscitate her and they bring her back to life. And that's basically how the movie ends. Now, what the message of the movie is that humans are basically computers. We function as computers just like the computers in our car, the computers that run the power, the utilities, those kind of computers. So when the atmospheric EMP came, it fried the computer mainframe or whatever of all the humans. So they were unable to fall asleep. Now, just to add something else in here, they threw in a character who was a pastor of the local church, and, as a way of saying that God is, either there is no God or something along those lines, that, basically it's futile to believe in a God, because we are computers, we're not people. So allegedly what the message was the people dying and then being brought back to life. It was like doing a hard system reboot. When your computer goes down, you get the blue screen that says fatal error, and the only thing you can do is reboot the machine, reboot the computer. And that was the basic message of this movie, is that humans are computers. That's it. And I'm like thinking how impersonal, and if we were just computers, or even if we would just evolve from animals, what value would we have to life? And why would we be surprised by people who don't value life, or at least other people's lives, and will kill, maim, do whatever to take what they want, but we're not, just more evolved animals, and we're not computers. We are born with souls. We think and feel, and we can have guilt and regret. We can feel shame. All these things. We know right from wrong. We know it's wrong to kill people. We know it's wrong to steal. We know it's wrong to do a lot of things. But just to say, we're not computers. Computers need to be programmed to know what's right from wrong. And even then, if you believe all the movies, is that they have some stupid AI protocol that, whatever. We were made in the image of God, and the law of the Bible, the law of Moses is written on our hearts, which is the moral compass that we have. And the problem is that we've been pounded with this false information, this false narrative that we are just animals, and it is okay to act like an animal, and to take what you want, survival of the fittest, to do what you want with no repercussions, no consequences. And we are suppressing the ability to feel guilt for things that we do wrong, and shame for what we do wrong. And it's going to tear the society apart if it isn't already. So I guess my message is don't think that you're an animal evolved from apes, or that you just a computer. Don't fall for the false narrative, even the narrative that we might be in a computer simulation. Some of the smartest people say the dumbest things. Just trust, believe in the God of the Bible, because He created you and me and everybody. I guess that's really all I gotta say about that. It's just the nonsense that the people out with the subliminal messaging inside of the movies and stuff like that they try to tell you. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for that. You know, read your Bible. Read a Bible. Buy one if you don't have one. Buy one and read it. Pray to God to open your eyes. And He will. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for listening.